Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, a name echoing in Colombian history as the architect of one of the world's most infamous drug empires. Born on December 1st, 1949, under the sign of violence that would characterize much of his life and leave a profound mark on his country's history. From an early age, Escobar showed a penchant for criminal activities. His rise to power was marked by ruthless violence, a simple rule: silver or lead, defining the choice between accepting his will and receiving money or facing death. This philosophy became the foundation of his criminal empire, focusing on the large-scale cultivation, processing, and trafficking of cocaine. Despite his criminal origins, Escobar ventured into politics, a strategy to gain temporary immunity and protection against extradition to the United States. His ability to finance and support candidates granted him a certain degree of respectability, but his true loyalty always lay with drug trafficking. Escobar proclaimed himself a benefactor of Medellin, investing millions in infrastructure such as roads, schools, hospitals, and social programs. This tactic aimed to secure his status as a local hero and ensure the loyalty of the population. In 1979, the United States and Colombia signed an extradition treaty, jeopardizing Escobar's position. His fierce resistance to being brought before U.S. courts led him to intensify his involvement in politics, financing key figures to reverse the treaty. In 1982, Escobar decided that the only way to guarantee his impunity was by running for the House of Representatives himself. His platform focused on attacking extradition, portraying it as a threat to national sovereignty. He succeeded in being elected, thus consolidating his immunity and increasing his influence. However, his foray into politics was not without challenges. In 1984, he lost his seat and diplomatic passport due to accusations against him. Consumed by rage, he ordered the assassination of Justice Minister Rodrigo Lara Bonilla, holding him responsible for his downfall. This act marked the beginning of an open war against the Colombian state. Betancourt, the president at the time, was forced to intensify the fight against drug trafficking and accept U.S. assistance. Escobar fled the country, taking refuge in Central America, but eventually returned to Medellin, where he was welcomed as a hero by his compatriots. Violence reached alarming levels with almost daily kidnappings, attacks, and murders. In 1989, Escobar escalated the violence by placing a bomb on an Avianca plane, killing 110 people. His target was Cesar Gaviria, the presidential candidate of the Liberal Party. Gaviria, once in the presidency in 1990, was forced to yield to the pressure from Bogotà's families and accept Escobar's conditions. He signed a decree allowing drug lords to confess to a single crime in exchange for a symbolic sentence. Under these conditions, Escobar surrendered in 1991. Despite his surrender, Escobar built his own prison known as La Catedral, equipped with luxuries comparable to a tourist resort. This golden retreat was interrupted by his escape in 1992, triggering an intense pursuit led by the Search Bloc, an elite force of the Colombian National Police. Simultaneously, the Pepes emerged, a group of Escobar's enemies responding to his attacks by targeting his properties and allies. This internal strife further weakened Escobar's position, and he was finally located on December 2nd, 1993. Hugo Martinez from the Search Bloc received the news that Escobar was within reach. His son, also named Hugo Martinez, confirmed the location of the narco by phone. Forces mobilized to cordon off the area, and this time Escobar would have no escape. Despite his attempts to flee over the roof, Escobar was shot and killed with 3 bullets. The message was relayed to Colonel Martinez. "Long live Colombia! We have killed Pablo Escobar!" December 2nd, 1993 marked the end of an era of extreme violence, but also left questions about who was truly behind the Pepes and whether there was international complicity in his capture. Escobar's death not only ended his reign of terror, but also opened the door to a new phase in Colombian history. the country would have to confront the aftermath of decades of drug trafficking and violence while rebuilding its image on the international stage. The figure of Pablo Escobar would continue to symbolize the dark relationship between crime and power in modern history.